does very similar work. He made sure the standards were kept by Delta pilots. It's something we take exceptionally seriously. He did the best job and he made the best pilots in the world for us. We thank you, and he did that on both fleets, the 717, where he's a captain, and the 757, 767. For that work, thank you, Jay. You produced the best. I'll give you a little heads up too. Most pilots will spend their career at Delta. They'll fly about 15,000 hours in a career. Jay Updike has flown 18,700 hours. If we average 400 miles an hour, which we do, that's about 7,480,000 miles. That distance would have gotten Jay to the moon 32.5 times. It would have taken him around the globe 300.5 times. Jay, you've been an outstanding professional. All the things that you do when you're a pilot, a lot of people don't realize it, but we're going to say thank you to Jay's family, the Updike family. You have had a pilot in your midst, and unfortunately, there's things that you do give up. You give up holidays on the exact holiday. You give up Christmas, Easter. Those holidays kind of go on a day that he gets back home again a lot of times, or birthdays, wedding anniversaries, all those weird things that everybody else takes for granted. We give it up. Jay did it for a long time, and did it willingly, and he did a great job for us. Thank you to the family. So I've got one other thing I'll read for you, and it's a letter from our Vice President of Flight Operations. This one's a little bit hard to read sometimes because my history is I'm the Atlanta Chief Pilot for Delta Airlines. I am 25 years at Delta. My father was 31 years, and in the 56 years that we've been a part of this family, it is exactly that. It's a family. We try to be everything that we can be for each other. And it's a little bit hard to read because this letter's been around for as long as my dad was around, but it says, the last flight as a Delta pilot is a bittersweet one. While you have no doubt experienced many emotions over the past several days, you have put those aside, as you always have, to professionally and safely bring another group of our passengers to their destinations. Some came home from far-reaching travel, some back to loved ones, others rushed off on business, and still others were going or returning from vacation. However, the one common thread that they had in their journey was the trust that they placed in you. Trust is intangible. However, it is very real. It symbolizes the faith that one human being places in another person. You certainly delivered on that faith to your passengers and all of us at Delta. Our careers are much more than flying airplanes, though. They're about the trust and friendships and human relationships that we build and develop as we encounter each other. In that respect, you will never truly retire, for you've touched the lives of others and they yours. The rich fabric of your professional and personal life has been woven by these relationships. I wish you happiness and health in your future endeavors. Always remember your friends and what we consider family again. At Delta, your contributions to our airline and our customers have made us who we are today. And we will continue to build on that foundation that you helped lay the cornerstones to. My best wishes to you and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Chief of Training Standards here at Delta Airlines, Mr. Jay Arnett.
Hey Jay, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor actually working with you and for you. I want to thank you for everything you've done, the professionalism that you've shown, the way you mentored other pilots in your career. You've had a lasting impact and will have a lasting impact. You have no idea what you have done for this airline and pilot group. I think you actually probably do that. So thank you so much for everything you've done. You trained the most professional and the most conscientious pilots in the system, and I thank you. One quick story about Jay. He's got many stories. But the most recent story that I recall regarding his servant leadership, we got a veteran. We fly back and forth almost every year and do D-Day. We bring the veterans who were on the beaches in D-Day into an airport very close to the actual beach. And Jay flew him last time. And over the years, in fact, he's done it several times. And over the years, he's really made a bond with particularly one of the veterans. And recently, one of the veterans was made homeless for a short period of time when the last floods happened in North Carolina. And of course, between the Chief Pilot's Office, the Training and Standards Group, we rallied together, we made sure that we took care of them, and Jay went up there, basically brought them down and stayed with, the veterans stayed with Jay. So that's the sort of servant leadership we have in the ranks here at Delta Airlines. And I really thank you. It's my pleasure, and from behalf of the pilot group and training and standards, we salute you. Couple last things. Traditionally, what we like to do is present a little memento, and Jay doesn't quite look like this guy here, but he's pretty close. So this is a statue of an old grizzled guy. Jay is not an old grizzled guy, but thank you so much. Additionally, we want Jay to bring something with him from Delta Airlines. Right in front of Jay right now is a window. It's out of an aircraft. Most of you sit next to this window all the time. It's been pulled out. It's an older window. You know, it's not missing right now. Don't worry about that. But it's engraved with the picture of the aircraft that he flies, the 767, 757. And if you hold it up to your chest against the black, it really looks nice. But it just basically says thank you for everything you've done for Delta Airlines, and we're going to miss you.
I'd like to say thanks first off to my family. I couldn't have done any of this without you guys. You've been a huge support to me, and I can't begin to thank you for all. And what you guys have given up and sacrificed for me has been fantastic. The guys, I'm going to miss you guys more than you can even begin to imagine. The camaraderie that we had, and we still have. You know, if I can get that DPS gig, then maybe I'll see you guys sooner than you think. You know, be a little bug in the fly on the wall here around here. But it's been a wonderful ride, and I've enjoyed it all. And just keep in mind that you know, I'm just one guy, and there's 17,000 of us out here doing the job for you guys. And keep that in mind. And you know, we try to strive to be the best and make it worthwhile for y'all. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. I really appreciate everything you guys have done.
For those of you that don't know too, this poster that sits up here, this is one of those things that we do for every retirement. The Alpha people that we have the union on the campus with, they provide these pictures of your last plane that you fly. We put these up a few weeks, sometimes a month in advance if we know when the pilot's going to retire. We put them in the lobby of the pilot lounge. I'll give you a heads up on this one, why it's different. The pilots that know him and love him will always sign these pictures, put a little note on it. There's no space left on the side of this picture. There's been many of these I've hauled out, and they've had 15, 20 signatures. There's not an inch left on this thing. This is love, gentlemen. Well, we have an airline to run, so we're going to say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for paying attention, and thanks again, Jay. All right.